So last week we focused on average rate of change, and we found it from tables, and this is from our penny stacking activity, and we found it from graphs. And we found it using intervals. So we were given x values and we had to find y values. So now you're just going to watch the screen for just a little review before we go and take notes today. So we have our formula. I'm highlighting it, so you're watching that, for average rate of change or slope. We need 2 y values and 2 x values. So the first thing that we have to look for are our x values, and that's our interval. So here our interval is our data between where x is 5 and x is 15. Well, if we have two x's, and we could say the first one is x1 and the second one is x2, we need y values that correspond with those. So I'm going to go over to my table, and I'm going to find where x is 5. So here we go. I'm going to go over to my table, and x is 5 right here. And if I look next to x, I find that the y value for basically that ordered pair is 4. And then I look at my x2 value, or find my x2 value, which is 15. And then the corresponding y value is 16. Now that I have those two ordered pairs, I'm going to take those and I'm going to fill out my formula for average rate of change. So I'm going to put my y values on top and my x values on the bottom, just following the formula up above. I'm going to solve my top numbers first, my bottom numbers. I'm going to divide those and get my final answer. Okay, so that was our step. Our steps. So we have an interval. We need a y value for each of those x values in our interval to plug into the formula. So now we're going to learn how to do that when we are given an equation. So we did a table, intervals from tables, intervals from graphs, and now we're going to do intervals, an average rate of change from an equation. So you are going to take notes on page, let's see where we're at, page 13 in your notes. You're going to go to example 3, so you can pause this for a second so you can find that in your notes. And then we'll get started. All right, now we're back, and we're going to look at using an equation. And to do that, we're going to use what we know about tables as well. And we're going to go back to the idea of input. We do something with that x value, put it into the equation, and then we get our output. So, just looking for my calculator here. All right, I'm going to pause this video.